Recently, a famous European city has taken measures to deter tourism. They have banned the construction of new hotels. They have capped the maximum number of visitors at 20 million per year. There's a toeristenbelasting, a tourist tax of 12.5% on accommodation, the highest in Europe and a whopping rise from 7% the year before. Throughout history, whether you're Ireland, India, America, Australia, the Caribbean, Africa, and pretty much a third of the entire planet, people have never particularly enjoyed seeing the British arrive on their shores. And now there's another place to add to that list, but for a very, very different reason.
The bloody sunny Netherlands. It's Amsterdam, baby. And look, there's Ed. Oh, nice.
A new camera.
Ed has come prepared for the weather.
Yes.
He has an umbrella.
Yes, for now.
He has a warm jacket, and it is 100% cotton. I have 24 pockets, and I am so dry. Until later. We're not doing that.
What we are doing on this trip is finding out if Amsterdam has managed to achieve their aim of deterring the very worst of the British, but also to find out that if Amsterdam removed the three things people mainly come here for, if it would be worth visiting at all. But first up, let's see the hotel situation. The toeristenbelasting deterrent, the 12.5%, which meant just 2 nights cost a whopping £552 for one, hopefully, twin room.
You greet me in the Arctic tundra of the orange men, not the Irish ones, just the British ones. It is seriously Baltic here in a non-Baltic state. I've just tripped over a curb and the church is giving me jip. We're currently walking to the hotel. And we've opted for a little interesting one. It's a Holiday Inn, which may seem not integral to the concept of the video. However, because they can't build any more hotels, they're all pretty much booked. So we travelled on a Friday morning and we requested a twin room. Okay, but you couldn't directly book one. And they just said, we'll try our best. She said it was a big bed as well in the reception. It is, my bed at home is wider than this.
It's a medium bed.
There's one duvet. Wow, this is a bathroom. Oh, the shower's quite nice. Maybe I'll sleep in there. We had to go downstairs, so we're kind of underground, but we do have a green view. Wow, that is sick. That's someone else's room. I shouldn't film that. Oh, look at that. So if there's serious flooding, which looks likely, then I'm gonna have to learn to swim pretty quickly. I can swim, just not very well. I don't float. You'd think the size 12 feet would save you, but they really don't. They just weigh me down. Now you may notice that shockingly, I'm not in the UK. Yes, if you've only realised that now this far into the video, I will be seriously alarmed and you should be checked out by a medical professional. This video is sponsored by Saily, which is a neat little app which allows you to pick an eSIM for whatever region. They've got 8 regions in the entire world, 160 countries, for whatever place you're travelling to. Buy a little eSIM, install it in your phone. You don't have to go to the people at the airport who are like, give me your phone. Let me put in the SIM for you. So you're not getting potentially scammed or for some horrific price. Activate it when you land and jobs are good. You've got the data you need. You can use your phone just as you normally would at home. There's a dog barking because he just bloody loves this deal so much. It's compatible with iOS and Android devices, but if for whatever random reason it doesn't seem to work on your device, you can get a full refund, no problem. There's also a 24/7 live chat. Got any issues? Ask them. They'll solve it. Genuinely, it's a really good app, and it just saves so much time. It's just so simple. You don't have to talk to anyone at the airport, which is my favourite thing, not talking to strangers. So use my link, saily.com/Ciarán, and get 15% off your first purchase. The link is in the description below. Now, our first non-classic Amsterdam suggestion was to try a place called Febo, a hot food vending machine takeaway type establishment. But our short 15-minute walk was being hampered by a very disgusting anti-tourist method that Amsterdam was employing: the ruddy weather.
So we just go back and share the bed, stick the TV on, watch the Hooves. I reckon they're Dutch.
The only thing that would make this worse would be paying for intercourse. Well, there's a tiny little red car. That's cute, isn't it?
We're walking down what would be a very, very pretty Dutch street in the sunshine. I'm just picturing it. But it's currently absolutely vile. It is horrific. I haven't been in rain since it's a new feeling to me, actually.
There's a cyclist coming past right now, and they are struggling big time. Bad day to be a key worker.
I just want a little treat. I deserve it.
We have arrived at the Febo. How does this work? So you've got all the little food in here. Burgers, sausages, chili cheese, kip burger. Is this a croquette? I think I want the kip burger. Or a vegan kip burger. I'm kind of liking the look of the beigest one. I'm gonna go for this.
Cha-ching!
Oh wow. That is pretty exciting.
That is very exciting.
That is, maybe I'll treat myself to a sausage. Can you just order it normally? That's less fun though, isn't it?
I am regretting this already. I don't know what that is, and it's weirding me out.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking dog shit, isn't it?
There's an unexpected item in my belly area.
New sauces make me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel really uneasy that I don't know what I'm eating. Right, it just said vegan. Okay, I'm not even vegan. It just looked more bready than the others. I hate trying new things. I still absolutely hate it. It's not even bad, I just keep looking at it. Went for like a vegan chicken.
Oh, okay.
Because it looked like it didn't have onions and stuff on top of it. I couldn't be bothered to deal with the onions. It's pretty class, it's just ready. You walk in, you pay for it, you press the button, you open it, you're eating. Door to eating is about 2 meters. I can't say a negative about that. €4, quite a lot. But I'm gonna back it. I'm gonna say 9 out of 10. It's just the concept, not necessarily what I've chosen. But if Bossman started doing this in England, oh my God, game over to every other chicken shop. Get this going, be havoc, it'd be great. Right, I've finished my chips from Febo. Chips were good, just raw dogged them, no sauce, because they didn't specify what sauce it was. I don't want tomato sauce, it could be mayonnaise. I could have asked, but I didn't, because that's how my mind works. Don't want to cause a fuss. Speaking of a very British thing to do, not want to make a fuss, I've heard so far more British accents than I have Dutch, which is very, very surprising. I mean, there's a lot of us, but maybe we're the only ones brave enough or stupid enough to go out in this fucking weather. I've successfully bought an umbrella from the shop behind me. There are things blurred in the window. They are exactly what you think they are.
Our next non-classic Amsterdam suggestion was Tony's Chocolonies, where me and Ed were going to create our very own chocolate bars.
2007, we moved from 100% slave-free on our way to 100% slave-free. I'm alarmed at what happened before 2007. Me and Ed we're in Tony's chocolate homunculus or whatever it's called, and they've got a really, really good deal on. If you buy 7, you can get 1 for free. I might do it. I might eat 8. We're gonna make a chocolate bar. You get to pick your ingredients, and I'm gonna pick bum flavoured. No, maybe I'll try something new. Should I try something new, Ed?
Yeah, try something new.
Doesn't know me at all. That is insane. What is a pink anise seed?
So you get to choose between milk, white or dark chocolate. You then select any 3 ingredients from the list. I did not go for the anise seed and I opted for popping candy, caramel and coffee. You then pick the colours for the wrapper and then you add your own side text and then you pay £7.52,
Cha-ching.
which is almost double the cost of a normal bar, but is actually a pretty acceptable price as a fun one-off. And then they'll send you a text or an email when it's ready.
We've got to come back in 3 hours to collect my monstrosity of a chocolate. I actually think it's going to be pretty good. I'm not going to lie, I think that's pretty good. 3 hours I think is reasonable if there's loads of people doing it.
I think it should be longer.
Especially, yeah, actually don't give me the chocolate bar, just take my money, take my money. I felt like in London they would charge you about 15 quid.
Yeah, they would.
And then you'd be like, oh, come back in a fortnight. We are now unsure of where to go because it is just still fucking raining. I get why the bloody British love it here, because it just reminds me of home, but abroad, which is our favourite pastime, going abroad and making it seem as close to England as humanly possible. Right, we got to go somewhere, Ed, because this is... oh, shit.
So with those 3 hours, we decided to go to Body Worlds, an exhibition which is full of real bodies. If you're squeamish, you might want to skip this bit. If you're not pathetic, I'm not going to say that. I can't even eat food.
We're in Body World, where many paths lead to happiness. Yet,
Cha-ching.
I'm not particularly happy about paying £80 to come see some bodies. Apparently they're real. I don't believe them.
Dreams, desires, and expectations, and our attitude towards life.
18 quid and they're just going to draw my life. The fuck is that? That's the nervous system, apparently. It's making me feel a bit nervous. This is a brain, and this is my beschaming. I didn't know I had a beschaming. No, we didn't want to see that. You got to remove that bit. But he's got a banging headache. That is rank, mate, to be honest. It kind of looks like raspberry white chocolate in the brain.
What do you really like Seagull on Hinge?
He's dead, mate. That's very disrespectful. I think we should just gawk at him for 18 euros instead. What did he do? What was his name?
I think it looks like a Graham.
There's a couple quotes around to realise that. You know, be glad that you're not dead yet in this museum yourself. A life is what our thoughts make it. I remember my first time on Facebook. I like this though. Walking propaganda. Your brain before 20 minutes of walking. Your brain after 20 minutes of walking. Get your steps in, you little bastards. Do it. You've just seen what happened on that P&G. Your brain goes red. And that's good, apparently. If he walked for 20 minutes, he might not be in that cage. Or, well, glass box. But it's a cage of emotion, torment. Oh, I've just made eye contact with his penis. I don't plan on dying. Just some positive affirmations in between levels, you know. Be active, relax, rest, repeat daily. You know, exist. And now it's on you to take action. Get me some Huel. If you want to feel good, do good.
If you want the rainbow, you got to put with the red.
We are now at the
Vein station.
the veins, the vascular system, the blood vessels. And it kind of looks like those strawberry laces, you know, I could probably scan a couple bits of that. I think this place was designed by an insane person, but also a Facebook mum.
Now this exhibit was about stress, so me and Ed decided to take the opportunity to take our own blood pressure readings.
Right, let's see if I'm going to have a heart attack. Is it this one, is it? What about this one? If it's bad, do they just rush in and save me?
It's you're under high blood pressure.
That is my result. Maybe I'm pregnant?
That is not good. I purposely do not live a stressful life, so when I got home, I didn't have one, and I'm all good, so don't worry, ladies. I'm currently alive and available. I was just very sleep deprived at this point.
Time to find out if Ed is alive.
Come on then.
The worrying thing is that I'm quite competitive, so I should hope that Ed is well. You nervous?
No, because I've just beaten you.
Oh, sickening.
And I'm in the optimum blood pressure range on the diastolic.
I had some bacon this morning, it probably tipped the scales. It's good bacon though. See life as it is, but focus on the good bits. I'm starting to like these now that I realise I have really high blood pressure. A doctor will later tell me that I'm absolutely fine and just built different. I just feel really calm, okay? Not stressed. Blood pressure's at an all-time low actually. I feel absolutely fine. Everything will be okay. I will not operate heavy machinery. I found a way to lower my blood pressure. And it's gambling. Just hanging mad dong on the chair. That can't be allowed. Find time to lose yourself in what you love. You know what I love? I love high blood pressure. I just love it. It's so good. Let's go get my chocolate. It's ready early. We are back and we have chocolate. Ed has just tried his chocolate and he gave it a 9 out of 10.
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
Not very modest. Grading your own chocolate as almost perfect. Yes. I went for Big Man. Big Man.
Nosh.
I'm going on milk chocolate. Popping candy. The coffee. I am pleasantly surprised. A little pop bit, a little bit of coffee here. The caramel will be hiding in there somewhere. Like a little gooey seamstress. I give her a 9.6. Yeah. I think it's a little bit better than like whatever Ed made. Actually, yeah. I think it's a W for Ciarán. Yeah. Some say Ed won and is the best at blood pressure. But that's, you know. Would you rather be good at staying alive or would you rather be good at chocolate? Remember my answer. I feel like a gossip's gloop.
FA Stroopwafels were in our sights next, one of the highest rated places in Amsterdam, to get these little Dutch waffle looking bastards. And for some reason, I decided I hadn't had enough caramel that day.
You've tucked into yours. Thoughts? Got strawberry?
Really nice. Lovely. Caramel in the middle.
A little bit
warm.
messy.
Very messy, very messy.
So you are given wipes, which is nice. I appreciate that a lot. I'm trying to figure out how to eat it. One annoying thing with food, you know, oh shock, I've got another food issue. Why do you make a food which is just irritating to eat? I have a beard. I don't want chocolate in my beard.
Getting there. That's really...
See, that was a good bite. It was a corner. I set up this middle piece.
Don't hide from me, Ciarán. Don't hide. Growl.
Difficult. It's scary. It's the unknown. Sometimes I like to be sticky. Not in this way. Let's go. I've had a lot of British voices, as I said earlier, but I've surprisingly heard a significant amount of American. Like a lot of Americans. Are they an issue tourist-wise? You know, maybe for like Airbnbs and that sort of issue, I don't think there'll be the drinking issue. I don't think there will be a problem at all. Is it just the British or maybe the Germans? I think they like to drink excessively as well. Why is everything here so phallic? Unnecessary. That could just be a normal shaped tap. Why have they made it like a big gonzo from the Muppets nose penis? They just bloody love penis here. Penis and vagina. Both. Look, when it's not pissing it down with fucking rain, look at it. Look how glorious that little street is. In London, that would be about 4 stabbings with swords and other apparatus. Maybe a trebuchet. But not here. Bicycles and greenery. Do you think Nintendo are happy? Do you think they licensed Mario Smart Shop where Mario is high as fuck smoking a Doom?
There's around 75 museums to see in Amsterdam, and I've opted to attend one particularly close to my heart. The Cat and Cabinet, a cats museum founded by a guy who really loved his cat, who named his cat after the American banker JP Morgan. It's a bit weird, but to be fair, my cat was named after Claude Magalele, and she was terrible at football, and I never heard her utter a single word of French.
The choice of logo for this Cat and Cabinet museum is baffling, because it is just the worst angle of a cat. The arsehole. There's no cheek. It's all hole. Not even accurate. It's not a circle. It's like a weird star. I've seen it. Okay, I've seen it loads of times. It's awful. It's an awful view. It's like, can you turn around, cat? Because that's doing me in. That's awful.
Would you buy that if you could?
I do like space. I do like cats.
Yeah.
I do like winking. It's Walt Disney as well. People like him. He was a bad man though, actually, so maybe not. He was awful.
Now, to be quite honest, I'm not sure what I expected, but it cost 10 quid to enter, and it was literally 3 rooms of images and statues of cats.
Wait, 1850? People loved cats. Fair play. Everyone was a racist at that point, but they still loved cats.
Yeah.
The Egyptians loved cats. The one constant positive for at a time was having a cat. See, even some of the worst people in history bloody love cats. This is cat propaganda, cataganda, if you will. This piece of art is called The Cat, which translates to the cat, because it seems to be a cat.
I was hoping for some cats like roaming about, but there was only one feline fella having a kip on a chair. And that was enough for me. What a museum this is, by the way. 10 quid, well spent, I'd say.
I'm so good. I'm pro at petting cats.
behavior. Yeah,
Oh, what a glorious fella. Or girl. I don't know. I can't see. It's genitalia.
Not like all the girls' activities.
I could fly home now. I'm all good. I'm all good. What a day. What a fantastic day.
But no, in all seriousness, this was absolutely terrible. 3 out of 10, and that 3 is purely because petting a cat will always make my day. I bloody love it. Flagship Amsterdam Canal Tours was up next, where we paid just €3 more for unlimited drinks, and anticipation was high since it was rated 5 circles from over 60,000 reviews, the best in Amsterdam.
You do wonder how one life ring would work on a boat of about 25 people. Me and Ed are closest to it, so I think we win. I'm pretty quick.
Now, the 2 people on the boat were class. This fella and this fellette. I love history. Big fan. I like watching stuff in black and white on Netflix. And apparently, me and Ed now love white wine.
Sauvignon Blanc, was it?
So when they're renovating, do they have to
Sauvignon
maintain
Blanc.
the
Sauvignon
previous-
Blanc.
So it's pretty cool finding out stuff like these little hooks at the top of the buildings, which were built to lean forwards, were to bring boxes of spices up from the canal side and into the building. Spices that they may or may not have taken from somewhere they shouldn't. The hooks are now not used for that, but they're used for like if you move in and you want to put your sofa up on, whatever floor you want to put it on. That's quirky, isn't it? You're all going to be underwater in like 20 years, but let's ignore that bit.
It's really good. The fella was humorous. Very good. Couple World War II jokes. And if you've got a strong bladder, it's about an hour 15. For €3 more, you can just drink as much as you want. I had one small cup of wine because my bladder is horrific and there's no toilet on there, so be sensible. There's literally nowhere to get off. You will just piss yourself. That's probably the best bang for buck, I think, so far.
Yeah,
especially all the museum type things.
Yeah, €27 isn't bad at all for over an hour on a boat.
Yeah, and that's about 22 quid. So one thing that that happened on the boat was he was like, the English are 40% of the people who fall in the canals every year. And I went, and then he followed that up with, and 12 drown every year. I was like, oh, okay. oh, sorry.
Less of a fan of that.
And you're not allowed to piss in the canal. He did confirm that. Sickening. That looks fucking shit.
Now, I get my recommendations for places to visit from Instagram, and I like to do them before knowing what the reviews are so I can view it unbiased.
Our first port of call is somewhere that someone recommended, and then someone else immediately after on Instagram told me to stay the fuck away. So we're going in. We're going into the Ice Bar, which is definitely unique to the city of Amsterdam. It's definitely not anywhere else in the world. I've never heard of it.
A whopping £41 entry, which includes free drinks tokens, but only 2 can be used once through to the actual ice bar itself, because initially you walk straight into just a normal bar.
This is the included drink, and it was poured out of a pre-made jug. It's a Sex on the Beach, and it is fucking horrific. There's pulp in my drink. Pulp.
Well, there's a man dressed as a pirate who was jibber-jabbering sometimes in English and sometimes in Spanish, as they played some video which was supposed to be immersive, but really just silenced the room completely and felt very, very awkward.
Everybody together, balance! Everybody balance! Oi, oi. Let's go together! Ay, ay, ay.
Come on, Ed. Come on, you got a ballast. Come on, Ed. Ed, you got a ballast. Why aren't you ballasting?
I don't know what's going on.
Ed was then forced to do a shot by our pirate friend, and then we were finally allowed into the actual ice bar, which apparently sat at a whopping -10 degrees.
Ed is absolutely buzzing. We've been informed that the 2 drinks are, you can get beer and then shots, nothing else. He is thrilled. It is cold in here, to be fair. It's really cold. This is the funniest waste of money ever. That's cold. And apparently this small jacket will suffice. This is so fucking shit, it's hilarious.
Don't really like beer.
But it's free. Because they give you fake money included. This is the most surreal and funniest thing ever. The host is some mental. He's a very elaborate Spanish man getting no reaction, randomly rambling in Spanish. I have my free beer. It's absolutely freezing and I think my hand's gonna fall off. I don't really want a freezing cold beer in a bar. I want like a cocktail. They tend to be alright. You can't get those. 2 free tokens and one's a beer and the other's shots. It's just shots. I'm gonna drink this now. Thank you to the bloke who told me to go to this on Instagram.
He gave me a free shot. I don't know what that means.
Thanks, mate. Really good, €24.
Now this next shot is completely unedited with just the raw audio, because it is just so perfectly wank.
You see me blocking. The guy gave me a free shot and I was like, he didn't like shots. Anyway, I shot at it, obviously, straight down the hatch. But look, not really into beer.
They're JPEGs of fish in the wall, by the way. I don't know how to explain that. It is so cold and not remotely
Actually a pretty small
fun.
place.
This is generally the worst thing I've ever parted with money. Generally, the Cat Museum is better. I'm going to ask Ed right now and he will agree. Ed, can I ask you a question? What's better value for money, this or the Cat Museum?
Don't put me in that position. Alright, a fine cat museum. I got given a wet glove.
Oh no, they put the light. Oh, they're going to have sex with us. I've finished my drink. Ed is still going. And almost everyone has left. I'm actually not going to. I'm not going to claim the second because it is horrific. Ed,
Truly horrific.
is I kept my token. I have a spare token
Too bad,
because it was
Steve.
so insufferable. I'd rather not the shot because I'd probably be sick in the ice bar. It would freeze over. I have bad circulation in my size 12 feet. The blood can't get round because they're surprised it's size 12 when the blood gets down there. There's a large queue of people outside right now.
Yeah.
And genuinely, I've never been somewhere where I feel morally responsible and morally obliged to warn them not to go in and spend a single dime. If you come to Amsterdam, don't go to the ice bar. It's a scam. It's a crime. It's that Scotland Willy Wonka experience. It's fucking horrific.
It made me want to kill everyone in there.
I wish he did.
Yeah. It would have been a better experience.
Take me. Strike me down where I stand.
Now, unsurprisingly, we hadn't encountered any English until we went to a bar, and this lovely Hindu pressed the stop button on my phone as they walked past. Has Amsterdam successfully deterred the British? Purely on hotel costs, I'm pretty certain. We heard British voices in the day, but not too much at night. And why go to Amsterdam and binge drink when you can go to a random Spanish island and do it for cheaper in the sun? But also don't do that because we've been arseholes over there as well. Can we just stop doing this? I like to have a drink, but this is just sort of pathetic, isn't it, really? Is Amsterdam still worth visiting if you're not going to be a public nuisance? Yes, for sure. Me and Ed visited a quaint little normal coffee shop one morning.
Screaming beans, which to me, I just imagine some beans being like, being grinded,
And then we went vintage shopping. A wholesome tourist Amsterdam experience is really quite nice. Comment below where I should visit next and why, and don't forget to subscribe.